Hello everyone, today I'll be sharing a chocolate chip muffin recipe. Why chocolate chip? Because I believe everyone has this ingredient in your pantry. So I'll be sharing this particular bake today. As for the ingredients, do refer to the description box below. I'll be using the stand mixer by Food, model number KT7600 to whisk the liquid mixture because I find that it's more efficient. The sugar can dilute properly instead of using the hand whisk. As for the rest, I will be sharing along the video later on, some tips and all that. Alright, okay, let's start now. Okay, let's sieve the dry ingredients. Plain flour, all-purpose flour, medium protein flour, same, they are the same. Sieve. Okay. Okay, then corn flour. The reason why I add corn flour, it's for the texture. You will see the difference. It will keep the muffins moist, the texture moist, longer. And salt. Okay, almost. Okay, then I'm going to just lightly combine the sifted dry ingredients. Okay, set aside. Come back shortly. Okay, next I'm going to explain about the chocolate chips. I'm using the dark chocolate chips for today's bake. So if you have sweet tooth, you prefer semi-sweet chocolate chips, it's up to you. You may use the same amount or increase it slightly. So really depends on individual preferences. Okay, I am going to scoop out about 2 tablespoons. I'm going to set it aside. These are for the toppings of the muffin. Okay, as for the rest, I prefer the chocolate chips to be well mixed in the muffin instead of all sinking at the bottom. So one of the tips would be adding flour. I'm using the plain flour, about one tablespoon. Just coat the chocolate chips like this. Just mix. Okay. All right, and set it aside. By doing this, the chocolate chips will not sink at the bottom when you scoop the batter into the paper liner later on. Okay, I'll come back shortly. Okay, now I'm going to mix the wet ingredient. I'm going to use the stand mixer with the balloon attachment. You may use hand whisk, those manual hand whisk or electric hand-held mixer, but I'm going to use the stand mixer. Okay, melted butter. Into the mixing bowl. Brown sugar. I'm going to use speed 5. 6. Speed 5, 6. Okay, next I'm going to add eggs and egg whites. Please refer to the list of ingredients. Speed 5. Okay. 6. 7. 8. I want the color to be slightly lighter, paler. Okay, let's have a look. See? Okay, I'm going to whisk a little bit more. Speed 8. Okay, speed 4, lower down to speed 4, add in the vanilla extract. Okay, mix to combine. Okay, add in the buttermilk gradually. Okay, I'm going to increase to speed 5. Okay, show you right. Okay, I'm going to show everyone. Hold on. Okay, get the sifted dry ingredients ready. The chocolate chips, the one we coated with some plain flour earlier, get this ready as well. I pour the liquid ingredient, the wet ingredient, into a glass bowl so everyone can see clearly how the liquid looks like now. Okay, the mixture. You can either pour into the sifted dry ingredients, fold them in, or the other way around. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this way. I'm going to divide into 3 batches. Okay. Add more dry ingredients. Just fold in. You can use silicone spatula like this or the whisk. And you also can use the stand mixer, but make sure don't overmix. For muffin, we don't want the gluten to be built up. And you end up having dense and rubbery muffin. Okay? Okay. See, halfway through you can see the flour still not mixed well into the batter. So I'm going to add the chocolate chips now. Okay? This way, we don't need to add on extra stroke when we fold the batter. Okay, that's all. I'm not going to touch the batter anymore because I want fluffy and moist muffin texture. Okay, one of the tips to get that, the least you handle the dough now, the better. Okay. I'm going to cover the bowl and I'm going to rest this for 30 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to preheat the oven now, rest the batter. I'll come back later. Okay, 30 minutes is up. Okay, I'm going to use an ice cream scoop. Scoop the batter into the paper liner. want them to be filled up about 3/4 full. Okay. Okay, some we still can add more. Okay, I'm going to finish up transferring the batter into the paper liner. I'll come back shortly. Okay, now remember the balance of the chocolate chip which we took out earlier. You can put some on the top, sprinkle. Okay, as much as you like. This is what usually bakeries muffin looks like. So you want to make them cuter, nicer, and always add some chocolate chips, sprinkle some on the top. I'm going to use just, all right, and press a bit. Okay, baking time next. See you shortly. Okay, baking time. See, the batter actually rose a little while waiting for the oven to be ready. Okay. I have 2 extra here, so I put inside the ramekins. All right. I'm going to bake 220 degrees Celsius, top and bottom, heat only mode. 8 minutes. And I'm going to reduce the temperature to 175 degrees Celsius, same baking mode, for another 15 minutes. Okay, we'll share the end result, how long I bake, and okay, how long does the muffin last? If you store them in room temperature in an airtight container, it will last about probably 3 days. Okay, so if you want it to stay longer, you may want to put in the fridge in an airtight container into the chiller. It will last for 1 week. If you freeze them, it will last for 3 months. All right. So this is the healthier version. So if you're not fussy with the texture, for me this is fluffy enough. So I'm not sure what's your expectation, but for me, my expectation, this is good enough without oil. If you want, you can always add. I've shared the amount to be added if you want fluffier muffins. Okay, that's all for this round. I'll see everyone very, very soon. Happy baking.